Welcome to Informative Explainer TV. Today, we delve into the world of organized crime with our countdown of the top 5 notorious real-life gangs. Subscribe Informative Explainer TV. Thank you. The Hells Angels Motorcycle Club, HAMC, is a globally recognized outlaw motorcycle gang, established in 1948 in Fontana, California. Founded by World War II veterans, the club has a reputation for its distinctive emblem, the Death's Head insignia, and a fiercely loyal brotherhood among its members. Initially formed as a group of motorcyclists who enjoyed riding together, the Hells Angels soon gained notoriety for their involvement in criminal activities, including drug trafficking, extortion, and violence. Their confrontational attitude and rebellious image have made them a symbol of counterculture and outlaw lifestyle. Over the decades, the Hells Angels have expanded internationally with chapters across the United States, Canada, Europe, and other parts of the world. Despite facing numerous legal challenges and law enforcement crackdowns, the club remains active and maintains a strict code of silence among its members, making it notoriously difficult to infiltrate. Inside, the Vice Lords. From social movement to street gang, the Vice Lords, originally known as the Almighty Vice Lord Nation AVLN, are a prominent street gang and organized crime syndicate based primarily in Chicago, Illinois. Established in the 1950s within the Illinois State Training School for Boys, the Vice Lords initially formed as a social and self-help organization for African-American youth in impoverished neighborhoods. However, over time, the Vice Lords evolved into a criminal enterprise involved in drug trafficking, extortion, robbery, and other illegal activities. They gained a reputation for their strict hierarchy, with leaders known as governors and a structured command system. Despite their criminal activities, the Vice Lords have also been involved in community outreach programs, attempting to address social issues within their neighborhoods. Their influence extends beyond Chicago, with factions and alliances existing in other cities across the United States. The Vice Lords have faced significant law enforcement efforts to dismantle their operations, resulting in numerous arrests and legal battles. Despite these challenges, the gang remains active, adapting to law enforcement strategies while maintaining a significant presence in urban areas. Inside, Los Zetas. From military roots to Mexico's most feared drug cartel, Los Zetas is a notorious Mexican drug cartel known for its extreme violence and sophisticated operations. Originally formed as an enforcer group for the Gulf Cartel in the late 1990s, Los Zetas quickly emerged as an independent and highly organized criminal organization. Founded by former Mexican Army commandos, Los Zetas recruited heavily from elite military units, giving them military training, discipline, and expertise in tactics such as paramilitary operations, intelligence gathering, and weaponry. This background allowed them to quickly establish dominance in the drug trade, smuggling routes, and other illicit activities across Mexico and into the United States. Los Zetas gained a reputation for brutality, often using extreme violence to intimidate rivals and maintain control over their territories. They are known for tactics such as beheadings, torture, and public displays of violence to instill fear and maintain their criminal empire. Over the years, Los Zetas expanded their influence beyond drug trafficking to include extortion, human trafficking, and other forms of organized crime. Their influence extended across several Mexican states, posing a significant challenge to law enforcement and military efforts to combat them. Despite facing internal divisions and leadership changes, Los Zetas remains a powerful criminal organization with international reach. Their story continues to be a focal point in discussions about drug cartels, organized crime, and the challenges of law enforcement in Mexico and beyond. The Sicilian Mafia, from origins to global influence. The Sicilian Mafia, also known as Cosa Nostra, our thing in Italian, is a notorious criminal organization originating in Sicily, Italy. Emerging in the late 19th century, the Mafia initially functioned as a secret society focused on protecting Sicilian communities from external threats and providing a form of justice when the legal system was ineffective. Over time, the Mafia evolved into a complex criminal enterprise involved in extortion, racketeering, drug trafficking, and other illegal activities. Its hierarchical structure is characterized by families or clans led by bosses known as capos, who oversee operations within their territories. Loyalty and omertà, code of silence, are core principles governing Mafia members, making infiltration by law enforcement challenging. The Mafia's influence expanded beyond Sicily, with significant operations in mainland Italy and abroad, particularly in the United States. Italian immigrants brought Mafia practices to America, where groups, such as the Five Families in New York City, gained notoriety for their power and influence. Law enforcement efforts, including high-profile trials and legislation, have targeted the Mafia, leading to arrests and convictions of key members. However, the Mafia continues to operate in Sicily and other regions, adapting to law enforcement tactics and maintaining a presence in various industries, including construction, hospitality, and finance. Brigate Rosse, Italy's radical left and the era of terror. The Brigate Rosse Red Brigades were a left-wing terrorist organization that emerged in Italy in the 1970s. Formed during a period of political turmoil and social unrest, the group aimed to overthrow the Italian government and establish a Marxist state. Initially rooted in student protests and radical leftist ideology, the Red Brigades carried out a series of violent attacks, including assassinations, kidnappings, and bombings. Their targets included politicians, law enforcement officials, and business figures perceived as symbols of capitalist oppression. Despite their violent activities, the Red Brigades claimed to represent the oppressed working class and opposed what they saw as capitalist exploitation and imperialism. However, their actions ultimately alienated much of the public and led to a crackdown by Italian authorities. By the early 1980s, many key members of the Red Brigades were arrested or killed in police operations. The group's influence declined significantly, and its remnants splintered into smaller factions or disbanded. The legacy of the Red Brigades remains a controversial and debated topic in Italy, reflecting the turbulent political climate of the 1970s and the complex intersection of ideology, violence, and social change. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more awesome content.